This is 400 years old and is 80 acres to go around and dates right back to Henry VIII. This goes from Henry VIII all the way up to the Battle of Trafalgar and the Victory, and it tells the story of the wooden sailing ships.
One straight spark and you and all your little powder monkey mates will...
नमस्ते सबैलाई आज भने हामी यो चाथामको डक साइट भिजिटमा आएका छौं हामी अहिले भित्र पसिसकेका छौं अब भने चाहिँ हामी इन्ट्रान्स तिर लाग्छौं ओके उडेर गदै यहाँ चाहिँ पहिला चाहिँ नेभीको बेस थियो एकदमै ठुलो बेस अहिले चाहिँ यहाँबाट सरेर पोस्टमाउथ गएको छ इन्ट्रान्स यता देखाइरहेछ 1579 Marlin 1600 1618 सबै यसरी लेखेर आएछ Entrance is welcome to Please wait here. भित्र चाहिँ यस्तो रहेछ seafood entrance ticket valid for 1 year. Use yours.
Here, this is Command of the Oceans.
Okay.
This is the oldest part of the dockyard. This is 400 years old and is 80 acres to go around and dates right back to Henry VIII. This goes from Henry VIII all the way up to the Battle of Trafalgar and the Victory, and it tells the story of the wooden sailing ships. You've got Hearts of Oak. This is a half-hour experience. You've got to follow characters through a story, or the rest of the gallery is as long as it takes you to read everything. As it loops under the floor of the restaurant, it will bring you up to the door behind you, so it loops all the way around and then comes back to here as well.
Okay.
Once you're out the door, which is on the model there, on your left you've got the Smithery building. This is Monsters in the Deep, real life animals and all the myths and legends that came out of it, and that's only here for this year. And you've got 200 years of lifeboats, large machines in our big slip number 3, 2 warships, you can go on as much as you like, you don't have to book a time slot, and steam steel and submarines. That's the story of what it was like to work here from the age of steam all the way up to 1984, so steam to 1984. The 2 bookable areas, and that's what we do here, are walkthroughs on the sub and then the ropery gallery. That's a demonstration of how to make rope. You just book a time slot because we have to limit how many people go in those 2 areas. The rest of the site, entirely up to you how you want to explore it. Teas and coffees, you've got the restaurant up there, that's more sit-down meals, and then you've got the sandwich shop, or what we call the wagon stop. And that's teas, coffees, sandwiches, but some hot food as well. And everything else is yours. Any questions?
Thank you, Dan. Brilliant. Thank you so much.
This is our half-term activity. You can collect 8 cards as you go around. 8 monster cards, and they're like a battle card system, so you can actually play them as a game. Grab them all. There is a map inside to find the location of all your cards. It's all colour-coded, so you'll be able to find them all. Feel free to do them if you like. 8 to find. There's one here, and there is a second one. If you follow down to the red wall, loop all the way around, you'll find the second card in the timbers under the floor. Now those timbers were left there and nobody knows why. There's a whole mystery surrounding why they were left under the building. So there's more to see down there whilst you're there as well.
Alright. Thank you so much, Dan. Thank you. यो चाहिँ एकदमै यहाँको फुल साइजलाई चाहिँ मोडलमा बनाएर राखेको रहेछ यहाँनिर चाहिँ सबमारिन यस साइड चाहिँ
I've got 3 sons of myself and it's on me as well, so don't worry, don't take it personal.
It's half an hour talk.
That's fine, thank you. Okay, thank you so much, thank you.
Have a good time, guys.
Thank you. We have submarine visit as well. अब भने हामी भित्र छिर्दैछौँ यहाँ सो छ Yes. Are you interested to
Wait, Bubba, we can go in there, bro? We can go.
from here? Yes. Beautiful. फोटोग्राफ पनि भइरहेछ भिजिट पनि भइरहेछ हाम्रो सबै यसको इतिहासहरू पनि लेखेर राखिएको छ हरेकमा चाहिँ तोपहरू राखिएको छ सबै तोप हो यी तोपहरू चाहिँ त्यहाँनिर थिए पहिला
Through the story. It's all automatic, so I'm not going to be a tour guide, the characters will be your tour guide. At the time, those doors will open up automatically. You'll go through and you'll see them projected on the first screen. Once you get to know them, you'll either see them, hear them, or you'll see the lights as they guide you around. And it's an argument between a grandfather and his grandson. The grandfather is a real person who used to work here at the dockyard, John North. He was a carpenter who went on to become a shipwright down in Jamaica and then came back to the UK. We fictionalised a bit of his life and said that he's come to visit the old dockyard again with his grandson, try and show him around, to try and teach him the ropes. However, the grandson has just heard about the Battle of Trafalgar and the victory, and he wants to join the Navy. So they're having an argument. Where's he going to spend the rest of his life? The grandfather wants him here at the dockyard, and the son wants to go and see the seas. So as they're arguing, they're going to explain how you actually build the ships, the wooden walls as they used to be called. There's one other character you will meet, and that's this gentleman here, Sir Robert Seppings. Now, he was the shipwright here at the dockyard just after the Battle of Trafalgar, and he was responsible for fixing the Victory and all the other fleet as well. So he's a very important man that they're going to meet along the story, and you'll meet them on the way. As you go through, because of the projections, in certain areas it might be a bit darker than you might be used to, so just mind your step as you make your way through. And in other areas it's made to look like cobble streets from the old Georgian days, so mind your step as well. It's a bit of a trick as well. If there's a fire alarm, for whatever reason, all our fire doors look like that over there. The green lights, just push that handle, look for the number. If there is a fire alarm, myself and my colleagues will come through to make sure you're out safely. We'll do our best fireman carry to get you out if we can. Whilst you're waiting, there's plenty to read whilst you're waiting. Like I say, in a few minutes' time, you'll hear their voices to start as they turn up at the dockyard, and then you'll know to go near to the doors, and they will automatically open. So enjoy.
All right. Thanks so much. Thank you.
Miss it? Oh, yes. Oh, yes, I miss it. You see, boys, you come to the last part of the building, the fitting out. Tries to put masters, and for that, you take the trunks of the biggest, tallest, greatest trees, and you smooth them, so you can mount spars, and you sex them on the ship. I told you about Malin, boy. The first ship I saw built from start to finish, and I remember every moment. What a day we floated around, so that I remember best. She was a ship at last, on the water, what she was meant for. Now I was full of pride and wonder at what we built. And then she sailed.
Yeah, automatically door opened.
That first screen there is where you're going to meet your characters.
All right. Thank you.
Enjoy.
Hurry up, boy. We're to see Mr. Seppings at 9 sharp.
Who's Mr. Seppings, Grandad?
He's the master shipwright, same job as I had in Jamaica. He's in charge here, so watch your manners and no smart remarks.
Do you think we'll see Victory?
We might, we'll have to see.
Do you think Lord Nelson ever came here?
Course he did, boy, course he did. He'd have walked down this very street without a doubt.
And what's your business here?
We have an appointment to see Mr. Seppings, the master shipwright.
Have you now?
We have.
Well, you'll have a piece of paper to prove it, won't you?
We do.
Mr. John North and grandson. To see Mr. Settings, indeed. And Mr. Settings' signature at the bottom, too. So you're John North, this was master shipwright in Barbados, are you?
Jamaica. Port Royal in Jamaica. And a carpenter in this very yard when I was young.
I heard you was dead.
Very dockyard in, oh dear me, 1759, 46 years ago. Copied from a French ship, 30 24-pounders on the upper gun deck.
Are those the biggest guns?
Lord save us, I mentioned guns. Come on upstairs, boy.
Mr. North! It is Mr. North, isn't it? I'm so sorry we haven't met.
It is indeed, sir. John North at your service. This is my grandson, John.
Well, young man, you mean to follow in your grandfather's footsteps?
To tell the truth, I'd like to go to sea, sir. I want to join the Navy.
He's very taken with the news from Trafalgar. Wants to be the next Lord Nelson. But his mother and I are hoping to persuade him to another path.
Somewhere, in amongst those lines, are the lines drawn upon this very floor for victory, laid down in 1759. Think of this floor as an enormous drawing board. Here, we take the plans for each ship that we construct and draw them upon this floor piece by piece at exactly the same size as the final pieces of the ship will be. And then, from thin, light pieces of wood, using the lines we've drawn, we make what is called a mold, or a pattern, or a template. And that mold is taken down to the building slip, or the dry dock, where we use it to guide as we make the frame of the ship in proper, heavy timber. So, John, all the great ships, including Victory herself, start here. And that's why this is, to my mind, the most important place there is in all of the Navy today. The trade of shipwright is honourable and vital to the life of the nation. We are building what people rightly call this country's wooden walls. What if there were no mould lofts, young John? But it places a new burden on me as shipwright. Can you tell that it isn't obvious to most of my colleagues, let alone a lad like you? But it will be, soon. Yes, we need more guns at the bow, but the bow is the weakest point of the ship. She'll be a model for all the ships we build in the future. Hundreds of ships like
Oaks. Look at that, real oaks. Ala काठको पहिला यस्तै
But she ain't. They're seasoning her. Season her in frame, they call it. Once you've got the shape of her, all the beams, the skeleton of her, you leave her a while. So all those bits and chunks of wood can get used to each other. And she spreads with the weight and bends, just a little, but not sometimes. And she creaks while she's at it. I used to like listening. And when she's done that a while, settled and seasoned, why then she comes to her final shape. And we can put on the...
What are they hammering at?
They're corking the hull. The finest carpenter on earth can't make two bits of wood fit together so tight and perfect there's no water can get in. There's cracks and seams and joints, and those have to be filled. You take old rope and you tease it apart, and that's oakum. And you take your oakum and you squeeze it into the tacks and hammer it till it's packed tight, and then you paint it with tar. When she's in the water, the wood will swell, and that'll make those seams. And I were full of pride and wonder at what we built. And where would she sail to? What would she see? What shores would she anchor off of? You fill her with stores, you put on the ropes and rigging, get her ready for her sails. But what you're really doing, boy, is decking her out with your own hopes and dreams.
That's why I want to go to sea, Grandad. I want to see islands and storms and...
And battle.
Yes, Grandad. I want to see battle.
It's not a game, boy. There's a thing. But I mind. I've seen battle, boy. I've seen war at sea. It's bad enough for the officers. But you'll start below decks. You'll be a powder monkey. You'll be on the gun deck. Boy, carrying that cartridge. Don't you fall down. That cartridge could go anywhere, and all its powder, one straight spark, and you and all your little powder monkey mates will launch into eternity. And all the while you're running back and forth, the enemy shot smashes into the old one if you're lucky. And if you don't, then you're not, it smashes into you. And I seen it. I seen a man 1 minute, and a red mist the next was all that's left of him. That's your guns and battle. That's what it's like. I seen it.
Sounds exciting.
For the master attendants, you're in charge of the ship's board and you're ready to Chatham launch these ships. To the men responsible for ship design, the master shipwright and his assistant. There's room here too for the men who supervise the individual trades, so everything from the heyday of the age of sail is still here. Georgian houses, rope walks, dry docks, covered slips, long lofts, and mast halls. But no other naval dockyard of those days, anywhere in the world, remains as complete as Chatham. Chatham is quite simply unique.
Films, movies, they use something like that.
Comes with me, that's when.
Low headroom. Do not touch. Please do not touch.
Eventually, a full picture emerged, showing that each temple was an original. These timbers comprise just 10% of the demure, hull and decks, so they do not give up all this ship's secrets. Maritime archaeologists will continue to study, analyze and investigate this rare and fascinating discovery for some time to come.
Like monsters.
Okay.
So
L ल सिपको के भन्छ यसलाई भने प्रोपेलर अब हामी यो ठुलो ह्याङ्गरतर्फ लागौँ। यो भित्र चाहिँ के राखेको रहेछ, अहिले के सजाएर राखेको रहेछ हेरौँ त्यसभित्र गएर। हिस्टोरिक लाइफ बोट कलेक्सन भनेर लेखेको छ। यहाँ चाहिँ लाइफ बोटहरू कलेक्सन गरेर राखेको रहेछ। पहिला प्रयोग भएको लाइफ बोटहरू सायद यहाँ बेला पारेर राखेको होला। यति ठुलो ह्याङ्गरभित्र प्रायः जसो लाइफ बोटहरू अनि पुरानो इन्जिनहरू बेला पारेर राखेको रहेछ अनि सजाएर राखेको रहेछ। यो चाहिँ भ्रमण गर्नको लागि, हेर्नको लागि भनेर। Hi guys. See? यो चाहिँ ह्याङ्गरको सबैभन्दा माथि यो स्पाइडर नेट बनाएको रहेछ ऱ्यापर प्लास्टिकले केटाकेटीहरूलाई खेल्नको लागि। हाम्रो भ्रमण जारी रहनेछ। अब अर्को पार्टमा हाम्रो भेट हुनेछ। यहाँबाट भने बिदा चाहन्छु। नमस्ते।